On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ridder now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Jets defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Ridder. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ridder flush to his right. Man open is Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Ridder back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, flipper, flipper.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, no, easy. Flex.
He'll look to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check White. Ready.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
38. Black Ultra.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, flipper.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Jets are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go play action. Cousins. This goes out wide for Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him show a nice tackle on that one. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
In motion right is Mingo.
Blue stripe. Ready?
Ritter.
And this one incomplete. He tried to check again to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ritter now.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Red, cycle. Yellow. Yellow, go.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ridder to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ridder throwing on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To Mixon on the check down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Yellow.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Ridder will set up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ridder from the gun on 3rd down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
In motion right is Mingo. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working from the gun, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Pierce has it knocked loose. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins throw into the hands of Fan. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Good route here.
Throwing is Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Hey, yo.
They'll start the drive here with an end around.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mixing up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down and 1.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. First down. Here's Ritter. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Black.
On first down, Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
There they got the ball in the outer part of the field. They're tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
When things get stacked up in there, if they don't move as well as you want them to, they're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Hand cycle. Plastic, stick. Ram, cycle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 60 yards yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action now. Cousins dumps it off to Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long for Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Receiver. Hey, no, easy. What's up?
Cousins will try and throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity.
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, Mixon, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Black.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Hot.
Mixon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Shot. 7 claws red.
Ritter from the gun. Pierce, 35 yards. And the Falcons have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ritter will throw for it.
Forced out, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Cousins to throw it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throwing, Cousins.
Going right back to Wilson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Cousins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Joe Mixon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down. Ritter wants to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
Oh, my goodness. They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the
Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Steal, flat.
Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Now Ritter. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One last shot now for Cousins. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Falcons, it was a great